Anthony, we both have 1 hour to pick 5 movies from the Criterion Collection. Can we do it? There's a sale going on. Barnes & Noble. This isn't an ad episode, but I think it'd be a lot of fun to just browse and see what movies we would pick.
We're just big super fans. It's the best place to get international films, classic films. However, they are a little pricey, so I don't get that many, but Barnes & Noble, they do the flash sales every once in a while. 50% off, sometimes even more. So, these movies are $15, $20, $12, some of them. I think I can make some selections and be really happy with my wallet, too.
Yeah, I mean, Criterion is just this great channel, and it's not just international films, domestic films as well. And what they do is they do special editions of movie releases, which have awesome kinds of different art, as well as special features, 4K UHD. The most recent example of a new release is Sorcerer from William Friedkin, just got released in its re-released 4K UHD Criterion Collection like a week ago, and this is on sale as well. And it came to my attention today that the flash sale is going on. So I thought, Anthony, why don't we browse Criterion Collection, see what movies you and I would pick, take the followers on this journey with us as we make tough decisions, add movies to our cart, take movies away from our cart, just spitball what's going on, as well as talk about the films, why we're adding them to our collection.
So we have 5 movie picks.
You get 5 picks.
In 1 hour.
And so by the end of this episode, you have to hit purchase on 5 movies.
I wish we were doing this in the Criterion Closet. maybe they'll hit us up one day.
I don't think we're big enough yet.
See. Definitely not big enough.
But first of all, so we're on the Barnes & Noble homepage. Again, this is not an ad episode, guys. It's not. We're just having fun.
And we're doing it live, so we're going to be using our computers a lot, but we'll take you along the journey with us.
Right off the homepage, they show some of the best sellers, and right now they have obviously Sorcerer, which they're pushing. The 4K UHD just came out. A Nora Criterion Collection, No Country for Old Men, Brazil, and Barry Lyndon are the top 5 they have right now.
Wow.
I'm immediately going to add No Country for Old Men. Quick add to my cart right now. 50% off everything. That means it's only $25.
Why you added No Country?
Because it's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Why?
What's it about?
What's so cool about No Country?
Why No Country?
No,
Honestly,
I didn't
think
even know they had No Country.
I think it's the best contemporary Western, best Western made this century. It's probably the Coen brothers' best movie, in my opinion, as well as one of the best villains of the last 50 years, I think, with Anton Chigurh from Javier Bardem. So for those reasons, as well as one of the best book adaptations in general from Cormac McCarthy's amazing novel, which is already so cinematic, that's why I'm putting it in my Criterion Collection.
That's great. I mean, I didn't even know they had that new release. And I mean, you can get so many of these movies. You can get either Blu-ray or DVD. Few of these are 4K because Criterion will remaster for 4K. So it's great to get that 4K edition.
Oh my God, devastating news.
What's that?
The 4K UHD is out of stock.
God damn it!
You can't get it. I can't get it.
The irony, man.
I can get the Blu-ray, but I can't get the 4K.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. If I can't get the Criterion, I'm not getting it.
You're not getting it?
Well, I already have the Blu-ray of No Country.
So here's the thing. I can't just pick 5 movies. What do you think about we can just add a bunch to our cart and then we can siphon off. I'll add like a dozen to my cart and narrow it down to 5.
That's what I mean.
That sound?
You don't have to just have only 5 in your cart. That's
right.
what at the end of the episode you have to have only 5 picks though. Like make tough decisions, but it's not like you can only keep 5. You can put 4,000 movies in your cart right now, Anthony.
Whoa!
You can add them all
of them.
But by the end of this episode, you have to have only 5, and you have to hit purchase. If you see this great 28 years later poster over my shoulder. If you're wondering where I got that, it was from movieposters.com, our great sponsor. Use our code Raiders10 at checkout today. Plus, we have an affiliate link with movieposters.com. That link will be in our episode description of all of our episodes, as well as our Instagram bio. Click that link. This link helps us get commission on all purchases used there by you guys. So use our code, use our link, movieposters.com, to get all of your posters today.
I just saw one that I love, and it's from Gus Van Sant, and it's one of his most acclaimed films. It's an early Gus Van Sant film that I saw, the second one after Good Will Hunting, and it's My Own Private Idaho. I'm going to quickly add that to my cart. This stars River Phoenix and Keanu Reeves, and it's kind of a road movie. Incredible characters. I love the music. I love the cinematography. It's a really great coming-of-age film, so I got to throw that on my list. I might keep it in my top 5, but I'm just keeping it on my cart for now. My Own Private Idaho. If you haven't seen it, check it out. $20 right now. Blu-ray. So pretty good deal.
That's a good deal. There's a bunch on this list. I'm looking at some like It Hut, The Wages of Fear, Wall-E, 4K UHD, Parasite.
You want Wall-E.
I have
you want it. You want it.
I have Parasite Blu-ray, but Memories of Murder Criterion 4K UHD, just put it on my card. I think it's one of the best crime movies of the century. If you've never seen it, it's absolutely remarkable filmmaking. It was one of his early big hits, and it still could be his best movie in a lot of ways for Bong Joon-ho, but I'm adding Memories of Murder, Criterion Collection, 4K UHD to my cart.
That's a great pick.
Thank you.
Did you hear recently that the killer actually had watched the film?
Yeah.
It's pretty insane.
Did you hear that they decided to add more hops to it?
Add more hops to it. Thank you for that.
Well, yeah, according to the killer, he got interviewed, I think, in prison. I can't remember how he got caught, but he said that he felt nothing at the end of the film, which proves that he obviously is a serial killer.
Yeah, it checks out.
Checks out.
Checks out. He's a sociopath.
Terrible
so
human being.
I wouldn't expect him to. All right. I'm in classic Hollywood. They have a lot of Billy Wilder. They have a lot of Kubrick. The Innocents is great. There's a movie. It's a Billy Wilder movie. He gets so much. His other films get so much attention. Rightfully so. Double Indemnity, Sunset Boulevard, The Apartment, Some Like It Hot, like you just mentioned. But I gotta say, my favorite Billy Wilder movie is one that I was late to, and now I think is just like really one of the great American movies ever made, and that's Ace in the Hole. This stars Kirk Douglas. He's absolutely phenomenal in this movie. And what happens is this guy gets trapped in a cave, like a tourist attraction cave, and Kirk Douglas plays a journalist, and he's like, oh, I got a new hot story. I'm going to go report on it. And then he realizes when he visits the guy in the cave, the guy is trapped in there. He's like, wait a second. Maybe we shouldn't rescue him right now. We could rescue him. The city's ready to take him out. But he's like, what if we just delay it a little bit, and I can turn this into the biggest story in media in America? And he does that, and he turns the story of this guy trapped in a cave into a media sensation. Eventually, thousands of people are visiting this cave site, and Kirk Douglas is doing everything he can to delay the guy's rescue. And this guy's like trapped under rubble, like stones and wood, and he's just like barely surviving. He can't move. And Kirk Douglas is just milking it for everything he has. That's just the setup. It's unbelievable. It's a great film about media, about journalism, about the addiction to a good story and the desire for success and fame. And I think it's one of Kirk Douglas's best performances, if not his best. But this is my favorite Billy Wilder movie, so I gotta add Ace in the Hole.
While you were talking about that film, I added two quick movies to my cart.
What'd you add?
First of all, I added Silence of the Lambs.
Nice.
Which, I mean, it speaks for itself. It's one of the best movies ever made. It's a remarkable thriller. Jonathan Demme's a genius, but just two all-time performances from Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster. Obviously, Criterion Collection, quick ad, but also I just added Y Tu Mama Tambien from
nice.
Alfonso Cuarón. I think it's one of the better road movies ever made. It's an incredibly funny, raunchy tale of self-exploration, sexuality. These two best friends go on a road trip, but they also invite this older woman along the way, and it gets spicy, it gets steamy. Diego Luna and Gael Garcia Bernal, sorry, I forgot his last name, are the co-leads in this movie. They're still great friends today. But man, it's so much fun. It's so relatable if you've ever, going through adolescence and growing up and finding who you are in a lot of ways. But also with Alfonso's great storytelling, he often has the backdrop of socioeconomic issues, real life issues. So the backdrop of this is extreme poverty. Both these kids, one of them is from extreme wealth, the other is from middle class, but still both of them are better off than a lot of people in their country. And so the backdrop of the film is often engaging with people who are very poor in the film.
Great picks. Okay, I found one.
I saw you dancing over there.
You saw me dancing.
I saw you dancing.
I wanted to actually buy it when it came out, but I was like, so much money. Cost of living in LA is fucking crazy, man.
Criterion, $50 a pop.
Yeah, I love Criterion. And it's worth that much. They make, for example, this film, a beautiful 4K restoration, which I rented. Peeping Tom. I love Peeping Tom. I talk about it a lot. From Michael Powell. It's an unbelievable film. One of the great serial killer movies. I put it right up there with Psycho, and one of the most interesting character pieces ever. Visually, for everything that Psycho is, with its high contrast, its incredible black and white cinematography, Peeping Tom is the opposite with color and striking imagery. I think it's right up there with Psycho. I rented this 4K edition, and it just looks stunning. But Peeping Tom, Michael Powell, one of my favorite horror films of all time. You have to check it out. It's a very old film. Came out the same year as Psycho, 1960, and this actually ruined Michael Powell's career. And he was a collaborator with Pressburger. They made a bunch of movies together. Some of the great films in English history: Black Narcissus, The Red Shoes, so many others. Really incredible large format filmmaking, shooting on 65 mil a lot, and their cinematography unbelievable. Still look better than most movies today. And this was Powell on his own. He was like, I'm going to push the boundaries. And he just changed, I think, horror after this.
All right, I'm on a great list right now. I got Chungking Express, the Before Trilogy, 12 Angry Men, Days of Heaven.
Oh, my God.
We got Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Pan's Labyrinth, Risky Business. I think if I'm going to pick one from this page right now, Do the Right Thing, Blue Velvet, Pan's Labyrinth, 4K, UHD, Criterion Collection, getting added to my cart right now. I love Pan's Labyrinth. It's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Guillermo del Toro movie. It's an absolutely tragic, beautiful tale, a great gothic fairy tale. It's nightmarish, but I do adore it. So right now, that's going to my cart. And then next page, there's some great stuff too. What are you looking at over there?
I gotta throw a Kubrick on here.
Yeah.
I gotta throw on Paths of Glory, which is one of my favorite Kubrick movies. It's an incredible screenplay, and it's so well directed, way ahead of its time. His cinematography from, you could see he liked Steadicam before Steadicam was invented, and he was basically doing his best to make Steadicam shots in the, not the tunnels, what do you call them? In war, they made trenches, in the trenches. And Kirk Douglas, another Kirk Douglas movie. I love the guy. I love him. It's an incredible film about war, about justice. And my God, if you haven't seen Paths of Glory, you gotta add it to your watch list.
Woo, got some bangers on this next one. We have Blowout 4K.
Oh!
Raging
Let's
Bull.
go!
Raging Bull is one that every time I go to Barnes & Noble, I'm always holding the Raging Bull 4K UK, 4K Ultra HD Criterion Collection. So I'm immediately adding Raging Bull to my collection right now, just to my cart. I might not get it, but I'm always looking at it like I want this so bad, but it's $50 fucking because I think it's one of Marty's best movies, top 3 for sure. Then also,
Okay, yeah, I think that's a sensational pick, man.
In the Mood for Love is on here too, which I know is a great Criterion Collection pick. So I'm gonna quick add that as well. And I know I have 6 in my cart right now, so I'll start making cuts soon. I'll start making cuts.
Keep adding them, man.
But I mean, I'm gonna keep adding stuff. I mean, it's just tough to pick these days what to buy, especially if we're only gonna do 5. But man, that was a good list to go through.
So the Before trilogy, you got this the whole trilogy, not just one of them. You're taking the whole thing.
No, I never said anything about taking that.
Okay.
Did you even listen to what I say?
I thought you said before.
No, I did. I was just naming movies on the list I'm looking at. So you're doing a thing where you spend 4 minutes talking about one movie, and I'm talking about multiple, bro. Get over here.
What? I can't talk about a movie?
No, I'm just saying we're gonna be here for a long
minute.
time.
For 1 minute.
We're gonna be here for a while.
Oh my God, people, dude, this is what we do. We talk about movies. I'm sorry, James. I'll cut it down to the title and add it to my cart.
There's
That's it.
1,800 movies to go through.
Is there really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's 18. Well, we're not gonna go through all of them. Are
I'm
we?
going through every page.
There's a lot of pages, man.
Well, I mean, each page has like 60 total.
Okay, I'm gonna add a
Are
really.
you going one by one over there?
No.
He's going web page by
Well,
web page.
when I make a pick, I want people to know why I made the pick.
No,
That's what they do on Criterion. They talk
appreciate
about
that.
the movie. They don't just say, "Here's this movie." Okay, bye guys. So I'm gonna talk about Tampopo.
Do it, man.
I might go in 45 seconds,
Here,
James.
man, you know
I
what?
might go.
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
From Uzo Itami, great Japanese filmmaker, lesser known from the big heavyweights like Kobayashi and Kurosawa, but still just as good. He made really funny movies. He made great movies about food. And this is my favorite food movie, Tampopo. It's about this woman whose husband passed away. He ran a ramen shop moderately successfully, and she's given the option, I can sell it or I can run it too. She decides to take over the business, although she doesn't know anything about ramen. She doesn't know anything about a business. And so she struggles at first, but then she befriends a group of guys who all have a particular set of skills. One's good with interior design. One's good with food. One's good with getting the word out. So they all band together to help her build this business of a new ramen shop. And then they're dealing with that, a little bit of romance, which is really nice, and then competition from the rival ramen shops. It's so good. It's so charming. I really love the film. If you're a foodie, if you like ramen, you gotta watch Tampopo. Adding it to my cart.
This next page I'm looking at, we have Doctor Strangelove, Drive My Car, Moonrise Kingdom, Stalker, After Hours, High and Low, The Life Aquatic. Ooh, that's a banger. Videodrome, which I love.
Good ones.
However, I think, High and Low I'm tempted to take. I might quick add that just because it's like a collector's item, basically.
Is it 4K or is it Blu-ray?
4K UHD.
Oh, okay, dude,
So I'm quick adding that.
that's a good pick.
But the next page I was exploring as well. There's
that?
some bangers on here. We have Being John Malkovich, Rushmore, Harakiri. Oh my god! I don't know what to pick. And then I think on this page I'll chill though. Seven Samurai is on here as well.
You gonna make a selection, or are you just gonna?
I'm just exploring.
I
But
have a pick if you wanna.
I think I'm gonna add Seven Samurai to my cart right now, 4K UHD,
Why Seven Samurai?
because it's just a masterpiece and one of the best movies of all time. And I think just because of the value of having that as the Criterion Collection it's basically like in 30 years it's gonna be worth gold. I'm looking at it
It'll
like,
be worth its weight in gold.
it's like collecting baseball
You'll be
cards.
able to buy a mansion with that thing.
All right, next up, I'm gonna pick an Italian film, although it's in English, and it's from Michelangelo Antonioni. It's his Blow Up. Blow Up is an incredible mystery film about a photographer who, as he's going through photos he's taken randomly, he thinks that he witnessed a murder take place. He took a photo of a park, and he thinks in the deep background he sees a woman being killed by a man. And so he starts investigating, and he's like blended. There's this idea of like, can he trust what the image tells him? Is that real, or is he in like a fantasy? It's also a really cool depiction of the fashion world. He's a fashion photographer. I love the filmmaking. Antonioni's a very patient director. His movies weren't necessarily plot heavy, but just mood heavy and theme heavy. And this movie, its biggest theme is reality versus fantasy. And can you decipher between the two of them? And it has an outstanding conclusion that really doubles down on that idea of, can you even trust what you're thinking? And it's a really, really unbelievable movie. Highly recommend Blow Up.
I'm looking at a new page. We have Funny Games here, which is such an incredible movie. Mean Streets 4K UHD Criterion Collection.
Nice,
That's
dude. Nice,
that's
dude.
tempting. I think I'm gonna go with La N right here, the 4K UHD. It's one of my favorite French films. I think it's remarkable. Last time I saw it at the New Beverly 35mm, which was really beautiful to see. It's just such a still an endlessly relevant film today, especially in Western civilization. It's just, we can all connect to it. We can all relate to it. I think Vincent Cassel is fantastic. It's just a remarkably well-made film. It's very timely, and I think it's also beautifully shot in black and white. So I'm taking La N. However,
man.
oh man, the Sound of Metal 4K UHD has
Ooh.
a great cover. I'm looking at that, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it because I've only seen the movie once.
I gotta see that movie again.
It's really good.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's an awesome movie.
I loved it. I don't think I saw it in theaters. It
Me
was
neither.
like a 2020-ish release.
Saw it on Amazon Prime.
That's what it was. I would have liked to see it in theaters because
Me
the
too.
sound design was great.
probably.
All right, I'm on the coming of age collection page, and it's some really incredible stuff. But one that's really sticking out to me, obviously, there's The Graduate, Blue is the Warmest Color, Virgin Suicides. These are all great, but there's one in particular that I consider. 400 Blows might be the greatest, but I really love this movie called Kess. This is directed by Ken Loach. Came out in, what year is this? 1969. Oh my God. It's a really heartbreaking and gut-wrenching film about a young boy who adopts a kestrel, an injured baby kestrel that he takes in. And he heals the kestrel up and eventually forms a very strong bond with the bird. If you don't know what a kestrel is, it's like a small hawk. Around that story, Billy the boy, he's bullied at school. He doesn't live in a good home. Life is really difficult for him, and so the kinship he develops with this bird is everything. And what happens if that's taken away? It's a movie that it's beautifully shot. Ken Loach movies were always beautiful, but this is really a particular one that the power of the imagery also matches the nuance of the narrative and the story and the connection you have with this character. It's a beautiful, beautiful film.
I got 9 movies in my cart. I think I got to start cutting some stuff.
What are you cutting? Tell us what you have in your cart.
So right now I have Memories of Murder, Silence of the Lambs, Y Tu Mama Tambien, Pan's Labyrinth, Raging Bull, In the Mood for Love, High and Low, Seven Samurai, and La N. I'm gonna take out High and Low.
Okay.
I'm going to take out tough choices, Silence of the Lambs. I'm gonna take out, oh man, this is tough. In the Mood for Love as well. So I'm going to take those out right now just to make my cart a little more manageable as I continue going on. I think
you don't want to go broke?
I don't want to go broke, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's easier to make tough decisions now than later on because I'm looking at a great page right now that has Inside Llewellyn Davis, 4K UHD. That's pretty tempting as well.
Ooh.
But I think I'm going to pass. But The Graduate 4K UHD, ooh.
Tell us about it.
Ooh, I love The Graduate. It's so damn funny. Oh, it's Blu-ray though. It's not 4K UHD. So I'm moving on. I'm going.
You're just like that. Only 4K only.
I only want a Criterion Collection. That's what I'm here for, man.
It is Criterion Collection.
No, it's Blu-ray. Is it Criterion Collection?
Yes. Not every Criterion is 4K.
Oh, okay. Well,
if there's a C on it, it's Criterion Collection. This guy.
If there's a C on it. All right. Well, I'm gonna pass on it for now. But I didn't realize. I figured there'd be a couple Fincher ones on here, but I'm looking at right now The Game.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm gonna get a Fincher 4K UHD Criterion, I'll probably save it for. I'm sure 7's on here, but we have 7, don't we? Or we got
4K7.
Yeah, we got that in the mail. That's right.
Yeah, from the studio.
If they have Fight Club, I'm definitely getting Fight Club. So I'm gonna keep my cart open for a different Fincher film.
You're gonna wait for Fight Club.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Fight Club.
60 years later, have they added Fight Club to the Criterion?
I don't know
Collection?
if they have yet.
Yes, they have it on Blu-ray.
No, I don't want Blu-ray.
Ooh.
I want Criterion.
Amores Perros on here, man. That was a great film.
That's a good. That's a dark
Alejandro.
movie.
If you've never seen Amores Perros, it's an early Iñárritu film. I can't recommend it enough. Definitely check it out. It's very brutal. It's hardcore, but it's worth a watch for sure.
Hardcore parkour, man.
But I'm not gonna add it.
All right. You're talking about Seven Samurai, and you also mentioned my favorite samurai movie, and I gotta add it because I don't own this movie. It was because it's always been hard to find until Criterion got it, and I added Harakiri, which I think is it's a really incredible exploration of the samurai, which and often in movies were glorified, and then this is a movie where it showed, it was a very complex kind of culture and community. There were samurais who worked as mercenaries and who did pretty shady stuff, and this was also during the time of the fall of the samurai. There were less and less actually earning money and working as samurai, so a huge population of samurai had no income, and so they were desperate, and many of them would beg, essentially in a way where they would claim that they would commit suicide, go to a clan and say, let me commit suicide here, and hopefully the clan would take pity on them and take them in their arms. And so this film depicts that idea that many samurai did. However, for one samurai, it didn't go well. And so this film's about the man who tries to take vengeance for that. It's, I think, one of the great screenplays ever written. I would put this in the top 5 of all time screenplays. It's so incredible. The twists, the turns, the characters. And then, my God, there's 2 incredible samurai sequences, battles. There's one-on-one combat. I just think is one of the most glorious looking sequences ever. And then there's the big climax, which, holy shit, buckle up. This is insane. Harakiri, one of the great movies ever made, adding it to my list.
I just stumbled on one that I think you're probably going to add to your list.
What's that?
The Great Escape, 4K UHD.
I love The Great
I'm
Escape.
predicting that you're probably going to put that on your list.
You just think you know me that well?
I mean, I know you're a John Sturges fan, and I know you like that movie. I mean, you have a poster of it in your bedroom. You look at it as you go to sleep every night.
I do look at it. That's actually not inaccurate.
It's an awesome movie, but I'm going to save it for you because I know you love it and adore it. But here, another great Alfonso movie, Roma. I think that would be worth getting, 4K UHD. I think it's fantastic. I'm not going to. Blood Simple's on here too. It's an early Coen Brothers movie, if not their first one. Lay Samurai, though. Lay Samurai 4K UHD. That's tempting to add, as well as Tree of Life. But I think I'm going to pass on those. Also, Boyhood's on here, which is really cool. But right now, I'm going through a couple pages. Nothing I'm adding that I want to add right now immediately. Nothing's catching my I need to own this as I'm scrolling through these pages. Is anything else catching your attention right now?
Let me get to my cart because I got 9 in my cart. And
Make some moves.
I have to narrow this down. So I got to make some cuts. So on my cart right now, I have Harakiri, Kess, Blow Up, Tampopo, Paths of Glory, Peeping Tom, Ace in the Hole, and My Own Private Idaho. That's just heat. That's nothing but heat, man. That's absolute fire. I'm going to remove My Own Private Idaho. I love it. But when you look at it stacked up to these other films, it's like, holy fuck. That's really these are unbelievable movies. And then, oh my God, what do I get rid of? I'm not ready to cut anything yet. I need more time. I'm not ready.
It's tough. You got to, I mean, we're going to have to make some tough decisions.
I'm trying to find, okay, horror. I'm just trying to find horror.
So I just found probably the only Nolan film that will be on here because Criterion generally, you're not going to see blockbusters on here. You're not going to see big action movies. It's mostly more independent film and international. So his smallest independent film is Following. And I think that just out of respect for Nolan, I'm going to add Following to my Criterion. Oh no, it's not in stock? Wait a second. Hold on.
Sucks.
I can pick it up in store. God damn it. So Following is out of stock.
You gotta go to Barnes & Noble to get it?
I gotta go to Barnes & Noble in person to get Following. But
you mean you have to leave the house and you have to walk? You're gonna step into a store?
This is ridiculous.
How dare they?
I didn't know I'd have to do this.
All right, I found something.
What are you getting?
They got a little De Palma, man. Woo! They got Dressed to Kill. I love Dressed to Kill. I think it's so cool. I think it's sexy, scary, beautifully shot, great score. And for $20 on Criterion for the Blu-ray, man, I'm going to definitely get some De Palma, man. I love it. Michael Caine, Natalie Massera, Nancy Allen's so good in this film. She's also in a Blowout. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite slashers, and I think helped define the slashers in America to complement what they were doing in Italy.
I'm surprised you're picking that instead of Blowout for your De Palma film.
Well, you already picked Blowout, didn't you?
No, I didn't pick it. I was just talking about it.
Oh.
You can pick whatever. I mean, we could both pick the same movie. It's not big.
I'm gonna add Blowout. I'm gonna add Blowout.
But
yeah, I'm gonna be stuck between Blowout and Blow Up, because they're. I think I always think that De Palma. Obviously, he had to have been heavily inspired by Antonioni when he made Blowout, because it also follows a man investigating what he thinks is a crime from his craft, sound recording for Blowout, photography, and Blow Up. So I think that they're definitely like cousins to one another. Adding it to my shopping cart, 100%. And also, Blowout's just like, it's so well shot and photographed. The split diopters, John Travolta, one of his great performances. It's such a great suspenseful thriller. And John Lithgow, honestly, one of the most underappreciated villains ever in movie history. We talked about him in our underrated movie villains episode. He's so good as the killer in this movie.
There's some great movies I'm coming across. Sid and Nancy is an awesome, awesome movie. I don't know if anyone's ever seen it, but it's a great early Gary Oldman role. I haven't seen it in such a long time. I remember you probably showed me that movie back in your movie dungeon back in the 2010s. Also, Fish Tank for KUHD would be a good pick as well. That's a really excellent film. Great coming-of-age story.
Andrea Arnold.
In Ireland, right? It's an Irish movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an Irish movie.
It's Irish.
But I'm going to pass on those.
What are you going to take instead, man?
You know, it's tough because I have such bangers already in my cart. And I'm looking for something to really dethrone those for me. And I'm not finding anything yet that right now I'm going to say, oh, I'm taking this instead.
I got something.
All right, let's hear what you got.
I got another film that's a horror, but also a blend of a mystery and thriller. And it's called Seconds, from John Frankenheimer, who also made The Train. Both films starred Rock Hudson. And Rock Hudson was really good in this movie. But this movie is unbelievable. So he plays a man desperate to change his life. He's unhappy in his marriage. His kids are grown up. And he wants out. He's just basically become, sick of life. and he's presented with an opportunity to be changed physically into a completely different looking person by this very mysterious company. And what they do is in seconds, it's not in time, but it means it's like a second person, like seconds. You know what I mean? And so he does the procedure and he's transformed into a new man. He looks completely different, and they set him up with a new job, a new life. They have him. He's like they have him as an artist now. He's got new IDs, passport, everything you need to be. He's got an identity again. And so when they also put him in a house, they put him in a different part of the country, and they're basically like, okay, live your life again. However, he realizes a lot of the problems that he was feeling before crop up again. So really, that wasn't the solution. He wants out, but they're like, yo, it's not that easy. You can't just get out of here. And oh my God, it's so good. Visually stunning, so well photographed. Rock Hudson is absolutely dynamic in this film. Definitely check out Seconds. It's one of my favorite horror films of all time. So good.
Okay, I found a movie to add. But before we do that, I think we should run to our intermission.
Do it.
Because I'm about halfway through the whole collection now. So let's take a
You're
quick...
at 900 movies?
I'm looking at a lot of movies. I'm going through all these, man, I told you. And let's go to our intermission. We'll come back, and we'll pick some more movies, and then find out which Anthony and I will make as our final 5 selections each. But before we continue, the best way to support Raiders of the Lost Podcast is to become a patron today at patreon.com/Raiders of the Lost Podcast. You get access to weekly bonus episodes, ad-free versions of every single episode, as well as access to our Discord. Patreon.com/Raiders of the Lost Podcast. Sign up today for as little as $10 for an annual membership. Subscribing on YouTube is very beneficial to us as well. Like commenting, liking all our videos, leaving those 5-star ratings and reviews on Spotify and Apple are integral to our success. They help us get seen by new people. They help us chart on podcast platforms higher and higher every single week. Plus, I like to immortalize somebody every week with an Apple Podcast written review. I'll get to that in just a minute. Also, again, just engage with our content on Instagram, comment, share our stories, like our posts. Anything helps. That's how we get these cool jobs like our Superman interviews, which are coming out very soon. And sharing our episodes is the best way for a podcast to grow. Word of mouth is the best way for organic growth. So send your favorite episodes to people you love. Anyone you know who needs something new to listen to in the car, on the way to work, at the gym, whatever, send them Raiders of the Lost Podcast.
This episode, of course, is sponsored, like always, by our amazing friends at movieposters.com, the #1 place to get your posters online today. Look at that fantastic Jurassic World Rebirth poster behind James, backlit, double rolled. It looks beautiful. It really pops. Makes it look like you're in a movie theater. If you love the Jurassic World franchise, the Jurassic Park franchise, the Jurassic Yard franchise, go to movieposters.com.
Do you like dinosaurs?
For all the Jurassic posters, as well as any other blockbuster, huge summer movie, Fantastic Four, Sinners. They got you covered. Superman. These are huge, amazing, fantastic posters. Movieposters.com also has a selection of your favorite Hollywood classics, as well as pretty much every international film you can think of under the sun, as well as TV too. There's no better way to express your love for film and television than by decking your place out with a bunch of amazing movie posters. Always use our coupon. Always use our coupon code Raiders10. That will always get you 10% off your orders, as well as use the affiliate link in the description of this episode and our social media bio. That gives James and I a little cut of the action. So always go to movieposters.com for your poster needs. Use the coupon code Raiders10, 10% off, and the affiliate link.
All right, let's get to our intermission. Start with the movie quote competition. You ready?
I'm ready, man. I'm
Okay.
ready.
If God wanted everybody to be the same, he'd have given us all braces on our legs.
Braces on our legs.
If God wanted everybody to be the same, he'd have given us all braces on our legs.
No idea.
Forrest Gump.
Oh my, that was obvious. Was that an alarm?
Sorry.
Was that an alarm?
Sorry, it was.
Whoa.
It was. It was a reminder.
Silence, please.
I didn't know we were filming
We
this
are
morning.
recording. Yeah, you did.
No, I meant like this last night. I didn't know we were filming this morning.
Okay.
And so like I had an alarm set for a reminder for things I have to do today.
What do you have to do today?
I'm going to an event.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
This fucking guy.
All right, here's my quote. Hey, you lose that lead and I'll kill you.
Lose that what?
Lose that lead and I'll kill you.
Lose that lead?
And I'll kill you.
Oh. It's F1.
Correct.
Guess this movie release year. Analyze this.
1997.
99.
Oh, man.
99. So
Wow.
close.
What year did Fury come out?
2000 and... Ooh, I feel like this is kind of old. 2013?
2014. We were close. It is older than I thought.
Yeah.
It's an old movie. It's a classic. New classic.
Well, I mean, Brad was still looking pretty damn young in that film.
Did you know that he's in... So, Brad Pitt in F1 is the same age as Ian McKellen in Lord of the Rings.
Holy crap. In The Fellowship?
Yeah.
My God. Genetics, man.
Fucking A, man.
Fucking genetics.
Jesus Christ, he's 61. 61.
61.
Holy shit. He looks better than most 20-year-olds.
Looks better than most humans.
Most people,
Most humans.
Oh, my God.
Movie pop quiz time, Anthony. What is Blumhouse's biggest hit at the box office?
That's a very good question. They've had a couple of big hits lately. I'm trying to think if it made that much. It's either Get Out or it's Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm gonna go with. Is Get Out the most successful film?
Incorrect. Get Out was very successful, but not the most successful. It's 255 box office, 255 million.
Wow.
Five Nights at Freddy's grossed 297 million, and that dethroned Split, which was its previous top earner at 278 million. So pretty close with Get Out.
Wow,
Pretty close.
I forgot they made Split too.
Yeah, they did.
This is a good one. That's a good movie.
It's a good flick.
All right, James, who directed World War Z?
Fucking what's his name? Oh man,
That's the $1 million question. What's his name? Come on, man. Can you name? Do you know who it is though? Can you name another movie of his?
I can't remember.
It was Rob Reiner. Just kidding.
It's not Frank Marshall. I don't know.
Mark Forster.
Mark
Quantum of Solace. Monsters
Yeah.
Ball.
knew it was Mark something.
Yeah. Then why didn't you say Mark?
Because I didn't. I lied. I didn't know who it was.
All right, time for some unsubscribes.
Let's do it.
Josh M on our F1 episode. Wait, they used F2 cars? False advertisement. Unsubscribe. Meba. Hans Zimmer's on tour. Are you guys attending? If not, I might have to unsubscribe. I didn't know he was touring again already.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just still on his tour.
I think he's doing another one.
Okay. I'll have to keep an eye out.
No, I think he took a break for making movie stuff.
Yeah.
He still has to work, you know.
All right, next up. Harry. I love your show, boys. When it's great, you say it. When it's not, you mention it, but don't dwell on it. Some channels thrive on criticism. That's fine, but it gets tired. Sometimes I really feel like I'm part of the conversation. One of you is going to say something that I agree with or learn from within reason. I'll say with conviction, you guys are awesome. Unsubscribed.
Thank you.
Thanks, pal.
Within reason. Thank you.
Burn. What do you mean you guys aren't geologists? Unsubscribed. Ocean. 2 movie news in a week. Resubscribed. Anthony, you can't convince them it's real. Keyboard warriors live in a fantasy world. James, where did you get that Austin poster behind you?
Movieposters.com.
That's right. It is, yeah. Awesome posters out there. The Balt. What is this? A double mint gum commercial? Unsubscribed. Twice. Also, Paige, I like zombies. Rar. That was Mustard Doctor. For Jimmy Savile and 28 years later, it's pronounced Savile, not Seville. Unsubscribed. I will also be unsubscribing myself for playing devil's advocate for the man. All right, Nolan. This is Les Grossman. Who is this? Listen, fuckstick. I'm unsubscribed. And then finally, Hales tried to recommend this podcast to my coworker, and she said,
Ugh.
Is that the one with the two guys who have the same voice? I can no longer differentiate their voices anymore. Unsubscribed. Same voice, same face, same DNA. Yeah, it's all the same. And that's it for today. Thanks, everybody.
All right, let's get to a 5-star written review from Jordan Smith. Film Boys to Movie Daddies, 5 stars. This is the best movie podcast there is. I found these guys way back on their first Interstellar episode while trying to find someone talking about the film. Been hooked ever since. Full patron and supporter of the show. You guys do it best. From Film Boys to Movie Daddies, you both have grown and come so far with this podcast. You've inspired me to start my own podcast and currently working on my first film.
Woo!
Don't be sinners and give these boys 5 stars only. Seriously, guys, congrats on your success. And don't forget us when you become famous Film Boys. P.S. For newcomers, get your hands in the air. Put the money in the bag. Jordan, wow, thank you so much for being a patron and supporter of the show, being a film boy. Also, congratulations on working on movies in your own time, and as well starting a podcast. So happy to inspire that. That really warms my heart so much. Thanks, Jordan.
My heart.
Thanks, pal. That's great.
My heart.
Put your heads in the air. All right, Anthony. What's your streaming recommendation?
Sinners is now on Max.
Nice.
Although you should buy it for better quality.
Mine is going to be Twisters
Twisters!
on Prime Video. I watched it last night during the fireworks.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a fun movie to watch on 4th of July.
Yeah. So where we live in Highland Park, Los Angeles, it's like a war zone.
Yeah.
Fireworks everywhere until like 1 a.m. So I always put on a loud movie.
I watched F1 in IMAX last night.
Nice.
And it was great. I was second row, and I felt like I was in the fucking car. It was nuts.
Wasn't it 6?
It was
close?
nuts. Holy shit.
It's very cool.
And then when I was driving back, it was like war zone in our neighborhood. It reminded me, that scene in War of the Worlds when Tom Cruise is trying to stop Justin Chatwin from going over that hill where the battle is.
Yeah.
And the sky is just like smoke and just lit up, like flashing, and just like that's what it looked like. It was like, oh my, it looks like the war zone scene from War of the Worlds. The sky.
Pretty cool. All right. Anthony, this is not an F1 episode. Just want to remind you. I know you keep bringing it up. Just kidding.
You're just talking about Twisters. Go fuck yourself. This guy doesn't like to talk about movies on his movie podcast, apparently.
All right. Back to the Criterion Collection selections.
I got a good one.
I got a good one.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, you.
I'm gonna go with Cure.
Nice.
Great Japanese horror film about a hypnosis serial killer. If you've never seen this, add it to your watch list ASAP. It's really phenomenal. Excellent directing from Kiyoshi Kurosawa. He's got a new movie coming out too, which I'm pretty excited about. Cool. But definitely check out Cure. Adding it to my cart right now. I currently have 8, but I'll start making cuts soon.
All right, I got to add this really, really great Italian film that's actually fairly recent, The 8 Mountains, which came out a few years ago. This is an epic, and it tells the story of the friendship of 2 men. And they grew up together, but they became kind of estranged from, different life circumstances and doing different things. But they're united in this endeavor to build a house together. One of them's purchased a plot of land, and he's fixing up this rundown house. And it's in the middle of like this incredible, beautiful valley near like the Alps. And so they get together to build this house together. And their differences become similarities, and they grow so much together. They are pulled apart from other circumstances, but they keep reuniting to finish this house. The 8 Mountains, I think it's one of the great modern films about friendship, about male friendship in particular. I related so much to it as a guy the same age as them, similar life experiences, similar thoughts and feelings, and I think it's a really beautifully made film. If you're new to Italian movies, it's not just the classics. There are still a lot of great modern films getting made, and The 8 Mountains is absolutely one of them.
I found a collection that I think I want to add. So Michael Haneke.
Oh,
We talked about him with Funny Games, but there is a 3-movie set. There's a trilogy on here, which includes The Seventh Continent, Benny's Video, and 71 fragments of A Chronology of a Chance. Now, this trilogy is just cold, dark, and destroys genuine human relationships in a lot of ways, like a lot of Michael Haneke movies do. I'm adding this to my collection right now, and if you've never seen these movies, can't recommend them enough. They are dark and twisted and fucked up. But yeah, Michael Haneke's trilogy is getting added right now.
Comes with a bottle of whiskey to deal with the pain.
And a handgun.
Speaking of Haneke, I got to add The Piano Teacher, one of my all-time favorite films. Isabelle Huppert is amazing in it. I think it's his best work. Incredible character piece. I love the movie so much. $20 for Blu-ray. That's an easy add to the cart.
Easy ad for Anthony over there. Easy. I'm having difficult ads right now, honestly.
Oh, really?
After that,
why
Haneke,
is that?
I mean, it's just I've picked such bangers, and I will admit I haven't seen most of these movies, to be honest, that are on the Criterion Collection. There are quite a few that I've never seen, and several that I've never even heard of. So obviously, I'm kind of just
Hey, this is something I haven't heard of either. Man.
cruising. Oh, wow, I didn't know
There's
that.
a bunch
I thought you saw everything.
I've
man.
never seen the Tin Drum. I don't know what that is.
You've never seen the Tin Drum? Who hasn't seen the Tin Drum? What an idiot.
There's a beautiful film called Tess from Polanski that I love. I won't add to my list, but if you like cinematography and period pieces, you gotta watch Tess. It's outstanding. There's I think the most fucked up movie ever, Salo, or the 120 Days of Sodom. One of the great horror depictions ever in film. I wouldn't want to own that movie, but it's worth watching if you can handle a depiction of really the most vile, evil human beings who have ever existed, because it's based on a true story. If you're interested in that stuff and can handle it, definitely check out Salo.
And then we have, if you're a Sofia Coppola fan, Virgin Suicides is on here.
It's a good one.
That would be a good Criterion
really
pick.
good
I think I'm not gonna pick that though. Man, I'm almost
Let
through
me
the
let me
whole
narrow
collection
down.
now.
Let me narrow down my shopping cart.
How many do you have? Yeah, I have 9. I have to
I have
start
12.
making cuts soon.
I got 12 in my cart.
You need to make some tough decisions, Anthony.
I gotta make some cuts.
Remember, we can only have 5.
Fuck. Okay, I gotta take out Dress to Kill. I'm sorry, Brian. And then, so my top 5 is 8 Mountain Seconds, Blowout, Harakiri, Kess, Blow Up, Tampopo, Paths of Glory, and Peeping Tom.
I'm quick adding Barry Lyndon right now because I feel like I got to get a Kubrick on there.
Great stuff. I can't have 2 Kirk Douglas movies. You gotta mix it up a little bit more. So I'm gonna take out Paths of Glory, and I'm gonna keep Ace in the Hole. And then I'm gonna take out Kess, even though I love it so much. Man, that hurts. And then I'm gonna take out Blow Up because I got Blowout. And then I've narrowed it down. And then I'll take out Tampopo. Man, I feel it's like killing your darlings. Damn, I'm sorry. I keep apologizing. So now I have Ace in the Hole, Peeping Tom, Harakiri, Blowout, Seconds, and 8 Mountains. I have 6 now. I've narrowed it down to 6.
He's down to 6.
Yeah. So I'll go through a few more. But I'm feeling really good about this list. I gotta say.
All right, let me narrow mine down because I just added.
What do you have?
I have quite a few. I also just added. Okay, so I have Memories of Murder, Y Tu Mama Tambien, Pan's Labyrinth, Raging Bull. Already, it's a great list. 7 Samurai, La Haine, Gomorrah. So I just added Gomorrah, which is a great Italian movie, but I don't know if it's gonna make the final cut. Cure, Michael Haneke, and Barry Lyndon. Okay, I need to make some tough decisions here.
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness! So, honestly,
take out?
I'm not getting rid of Pan's Labyrinth. I love that movie so much.
Is it
So-
4K?
Yeah, 4K UHD.
That's great.
I'm gonna get rid of Gomorrah, which is a crazy movie.
Yeah, that was a quick add and drop.
Yeah. But
James is like, I'm going to add Gomorrah. I'm going to drop Gomorrah. Sorry, it lasted 30 seconds.
sorry, guys. Let's get rid of. Gonna get rid of 7 Samurai. Oh man, this is getting tough. Let's get rid of another quick add and drop. Haneke. I'm gonna get rid of Haneke because these other movies are a bit more enjoyable.
Yeah. Also, I feel like, I don't know, I want to just pick 5 movies, no box sets.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So to be fair,
5 movies, just to be like,
because
this
it's like
is
a
5
cheat.
picks.
It's like a cheat. I get it. Let's get rid.
I'm not saying you're cheating. I'm just saying, just pick 5 films in total.
I'm gonna get rid of Cure.
That one hurt.
That one hurt. So I have 6 right now.
What are they?
So my 6 current are Memories of Murder, Y Tu Mama Tambien, Pan's Labyrinth, Raging Bull, La N, and Barry Lyndon. And I still have 6 more pages to go through before I have to make my final cuts.
That's great. I'm going to add, although my Wi-Fi is just not working right now, I'm going to add Perfect Days, probably the most recent one. Yeah, the most recent one on my list, from Wim Wenders. Incredible film. He's mostly known for Paris, Texas, as well as a few other films, but I thought Perfect Days was such a wonderful movie, so incredible. It made me... I cried like 4 times during that movie, and it wasn't even sad scenes. It was just like... It was a movie that it was such a true and honest depiction of just life and what it's like to be a person in the world. And I loved it. I loved Perfect Days so much. I can't recommend it enough. Yeah, Perfect Days.
Man, they have fantastic Mr. Fox on here.
Add it, bro.
I'm thinking about it, but also Thief is on here as well.
Oh, Thief.
Thief would be a good Criterion ad.
Banger. What a banger.
Oh man.
Michael Mann.
All right, I'm quick adding Thief 4K UHD.
They got the 4K. Oh, that's a good
quick
pick.
adding that. I'm going to leave Fantastic Fox for now. But I quick added that. I got 2 pages left, and I've gone through, I think, every single movie on the Criterion Collection. I've looked at them all. I've never actually done this before. I've never actually sat down and looked at every single movie that's on the Criterion Collection. So it's kind of fun to see what's on here.
It's great. Is your Wi-Fi down?
No, I got a normal computer. What kind of computer do you have?
It's not a computer. It's just I can't access the website anymore.
Which Wi-Fi are you on?
I'm on the Juno website. On the Juno Wi-Fi.
Oh, they have Grand Budapest Hotel on here. Hold the phone.
I believe that's 4K too.
Hold the phone. No, they got Blu-ray, DVD.
Blu-ray. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna wait for the anniversary of that film to do the 4K.
That's
master.
usually when they do it. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the There Will Be Blood 4K master.
I guarantee that will come out next year, 2026, 20-year anniversary.
Oh my, it's 2007 movie.
2027.
Yeah.
2007. Yeah, so in 2 years. Sorry, man, you got to wait 2 years.
That sucks.
That does suck for you.
My Wi-Fi's not working. What the fuck?
Sounds like a personal problem. They have 1984 on here. That's pretty cool.
I get a... My Wi-Fi's shot. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me reset this.
Do you need a hand over there?
I know how to handle Wi-Fi.
I can help if you want. Go on to main room.
I just did.
Try Juno's Palace now.
Doing that right now.
Swap them. Do you need like some tinfoil, make an antenna?
It says this website can't be reached. It says Barnes & Noble might be temporarily down.
Ooh, Eraserhead. Ooh, that'd be a good pick. Yeah, obviously I think for Fincher, his only one on here is The Game. So, but I think that still wouldn't make my top 5, honestly. So I'm not gonna end up taking a Fincher film. But
is The Game the only one they have?
Yeah, for Fincher, it's the only one I've seen.
Well, it's like, yeah, I mean, when it's a very popular movie, the studios will keep the distribution rights. Yeah. But when it's like less popular or they don't think that it's economically great for them, they'll pass it on to like Giannis Films and Criterion to handle it.
Yeah, a lot of independent films. But here's House is on here, which is a bonkers movie. That I'm tempted to get that, but also Repulsion.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna quick add Repulsion. That movie blew my hair back.
That's so good.
It's a unexpected error. Please refresh your page. I can still see them though.
It's the site. It's the website.
Maybe it's too many people are on it right now.
Oh, they crashed.
I bet it's crashing.
Barnes & Noble crashed. That's what it is. That's what it is.
It's the only thing I can think of. Oh, mine crashed too.
Motherfucker! See, you were talking to me like I was a fucking idiot, man. You're acting like you're like, hey, do you want me to try it? Do you want me to help you with the Wi-Fi? Try this Wi-Fi.
I don't know where you. Yeah, holy shit! Criterion Collection done.
The site crashed, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Do you remember your picks?
Yeah, I think so.
Paul, let me try mobile.
Let me see if mobile's working.
I can access it on mobile.
Okay.
But I don't know what my list is.
I had Peeping Tom, Ace in the Hole,
Crap.
Blowout.
This was ruined. I can't access my cart right now.
Wow, Criterion. We crashed Criterion.
All right, let me try to remember. So I had Raging Bull, Pan's Labyrinth,
Perfect
Y2 Mama
Days.
Tambien. I just added Thief.
I had Peeping Tom, Ace in the Hole, Blowout, Perfect Days, and I had two more. Harakiri.
What else did I have? Raging Bull, I reset.
Well, okay, we can keep it going off the top of my head. There's a movie, I didn't see it. I was looking for it, and that is Rosetta.
Oh, is that on here?
Oh, yeah, Criterion has a bunch of Dardenne movies. It was the first Dardenne movie I saw, and they're from Belgium, and they make unbelievable depictions of lower class people, immigrants, people struggling to just get by, and the systems in place wherever they are keeping them down. And Rosetta is about a woman who's struggling, a young woman struggling just to earn money, to have a job. She lives in a trailer park with her mom in Belgium, and it's a wonderful depiction of a human being. It's so well shot. They came from documentaries, so their films are long takes, huge oneers, but very minimal movements of the camera, and you just like you fall into their films. You're immersed in them. And Rosetta, it's one of my favorite movies ever. It was really big for me getting into international film. Rosetta
Makes me want a waffle now.
Yeah, she makes waffles at the waffle stand.
The waffle stand.
James knows what's up. James knows what's up. James has seen movies.
All right, we're at an hour. We might as well just make our final 5 picks off the top of our head that we remember from our cart. Fortunately, I had narrowed it down enough.
Okay, I can do this.
Let me go with my top 5. So my 5 selections from the Criterion Collection, if I remember correctly, we're going to go with Y2 Mama Tambien,
Okay.
Raging Bull, Pan's Labyrinth. What the fuck else did I pick? Shit.
Maybe James wasn't ready for this. Hold on, just try to gather your list, okay? How about that?
Yeah, hold on.
Try to regather your list.
Yeah, let me try
It's
to
a pot. We can edit it around this. We can edit it around the little gap. You think
E2 Mama, Pan's Labyrinth, Raging Bull, right? What else did I pick?
Hey, is your
La N.
yes?
La N was on there. Thief. Thief was on there.
Nice pick.
As well as... Crap, this is annoying. Why did you just have to crash at the worst timing possible? Well, that's 5 right there.
You feel good with that 5?
Unless I'm trying to remember if I had something better in there.
I feel like there's something that you.
Barry Lyndon was
Well, you had
on
No
there.
Country, right?
Oh, yeah,
No Country 4K or No Country Blu-ray.
No, I canceled that, remember, because they didn't have the 4K UHD.
Oh yeah, they didn't have it in
So I already
stock.
have the Blu-ray. What did I just say?
What did you just say?
Yeah, I just said a movie.
Before
Before you said no. Barry Lyndon. Jinx. You know, there's not as many horror movies on there as I thought there'd be.
They don't have that many horror films. I was surprised as well.
Okay, here's my final 5.
I kind of want to add Sorcerer though too.
Dude, add Sorcerer. 4K UHD just dropped. Do it, man. All right, this is my final 5. You ready? Y2 Mama Tambien, Pan's Labyrinth, Raging Bull, La N, and Barry Lyndon. That is my final 5 selections from the flash sale, 50% off Criterion Collection from Barnes & Noble.
All right, make the purchase.
Well, I can't because
You can make it online.
The site's down.
You can make it online
The site's down.
on your phone.
Oh, my phone. I can do that, yeah.
You got to make the purchase, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm down to make the purchase. I mean, we got to go all the way.
I'm going
Don't
to
you
fucking do it
think?
too.
Let's do it.
I just wasn't sure if it was still working on my phone.
All right, it works on the phone. Yes. So I'm gonna add. I have Rosetta. I have Sorcerer. Sorcerer movie. Hold on. It just takes a second. And the mobile. Thank God the mobile's still working. 4K HD. I mean, I feel like that's like I'm gonna want to watch Sorcerer forever. So it's a great pick to make.
I agree.
And then I have Blowout, which I've just always wanted to buy, but just the 4K is it's just too much money. But now, oh my God, this is great. I'm picking all the ones that are still $25. Damn. Harakiri. Let me add Harakiri. Blu-ray, but I'm not sure when this is ever gonna get remastered to a 4K. So I'm happy with getting the Blu-ray of that. And then Ace in the Peeping Tom. Peeping Tom. Peeping Tom.
Where's Pan? Okay, I found Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, let's go. I love this. 50% off. This is a nice little treat to ourselves.
It's a nice treat.
And then Ace in the Hole. Now that's 6. I'm going to have to narrow it down when I make the purchase. Ace in the Hole. Fucking great movie. All right, here we go. I got 6 in my shopping cart. Ace in the Hole, Peeping Tom, Harakiri, Blowout, Sorcerer, Rosetta. I'm going to actually do a screen recording right now just so everyone can see it. But I will not. I will turn it off when I do my card payment. Or I'll just do Apple Pay.
Wait, I have 6 in my cart. What did I do wrong?
Do you need help? Okay. I don't know. Oh, man. I love Rosetta. I love all these other movies. What do I pick? I have to get rid of one. Oh, my God. I'm going to get rid of... You know, I'm going to get rid of Ace in the Hole. I love it, but you got to kill your darlings with this. We said 5 movies. 5 it is. So my final 5 are Peeping Tom, Harakiri, Blowout, 4K, Sorcerer, 4K, and Rosetta. I'm happy with that.
Cool.
I'm happy with that sale. Let's fucking do it.
You happy with that sale?
I'll take that deal.
All right, well, those are our picks, everybody. That was a lot of fun.
What were your picks?
My picks.
Yeah.
As he's not listening.
What was yours?
La N,
Uh-huh.
Raging Bull. Hold on, the website's a little iffy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hold on, hold the phone. La N, Raging Bull, Pan's Labyrinth, Barry Lyndon, and Y Tu Mama Tambien.
Great picks.
Thanks, man.
I'm glad we did this episode right before it crashed, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to do this episode with the
not been able
websites
to do it
down.
at all. I think we crashed the website.
I think it was us.
Sorry, Barnes & Noble. We ruined your day. That was a fun episode.
That was great.
It was a good time.
I like your picks.
Thanks, man. I like your picks as well.
Thank you.
All right, well, everyone, as usual, subscribe on YouTube. Leave those likes and comments. Become a patron today at patreon.com/Raiders of the Lost Podcast. Leave those 5-star ratings and reviews on Spotify and Apple. Don't forget to follow on Instagram, TikTok, do all the things. Like all the videos, comment, share us. Help us out. That's how we get the cool jobs and the cool gigs. And take care.
See you next time.
This episode of Raiders of the Lost Podcast was executive produced by our chosen one patrons, Nicholas Martin and Jacob Kossler. Thank you so much for the support. Raiders of the Lost Podcast is a mirror image production. Sound mixing done by Jacob Kossler. Opening music by Chase Jackson.